Okay.
Mia.
You're live.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Today's date is October 9th, 2020, Friday morning. It's 9:30 a.m. We're here to do our work session. On our agenda this morning, the first item is the auditor's office, but she did tell me that she would have some line item transfers and maybe budget amendments for Monday. And so our second item is the treasurer's report.
Okay, Judge, I have a couple items. My first item is, I just wanted to get the court's opinion on a complaint that we got from the Civil Rights Division with the ADD. It's actually a complaint that I received from TAC. Apparently they filed this suit and it involves like 87 counties, okay? And they're just asking us if we want assistance. We do have the public official coverage. So I did send it, I want to tell you, I did send it up to Jim Tyree's office and he emailed me back and told me to bring it to y'all to see if we wanted to go ahead for TAC to take care of the pre-claim assistance in this matter. I did speak to TAC and they told me they really did not anticipate it to become a lawsuit, but we may have to change some items in how we do the website, okay, so that it's covered under the, covers the Disability Act. And she did say that just because they think it's an issue, may not be an issue, as long as we meet the minimum requirements. And another thing she mentioned was to let y'all know that it's a big unknown. She doesn't really foresee it to become a lawsuit, but she did feel like we needed to at least get some assistance. I didn't speak to Jim, I just emailed him and he did tell me that he'd rather y'all make the decision whether we get assistance on this. And they did tell me they reached out to all those counties and waiting to hear from them too. Consider it like as a one, and I know I've copied you, Judge, on the email. And I also copied Melinda and Latrice. I didn't read it when I opened the email. I read that it was regarding the elections and then I just forwarded it to Jim.
Okay.
I had no idea what it was in regards to. So other than that, because if we get a lawsuit, guys, I'm sorry, this is all of it. I don't read it all. And like I told Jim, I'm not an attorney, so I'd rather him guide me and tell me what to do.
Okay.
So,
So it's about the elections?
yes, sir.
Well, I just came in this morning, so I had.
Okay, but I did forward you a copy. I did the auditor, but I sent it to Jim and I copied Latrice in on it because I saw elections.
Well, I'll visit with Jim today
Okay.
and see what his
He,
view. My thinking is if it's over 87 different counties, that we would be better off to let TAC.
well, she kind of insinuated that she felt like it could end there once they looked at it and figured out because she did say that not everybody, the complaint's not to anything in particular in any county. It could be different in all counties.
Okay.
But she also did say that we didn't have to make, I guess we don't have to do everything according to their request. We just have to meet the minimum standards.
Well, like I said, I just think if it's a general complaint type deal, that might be better if one entity's helping everyone involved.
Yes, sir.
And it may end up at some point in time, I guess, if it goes further, that we may have to do something individual. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'll visit with Jim and see what he thinks.
Okay, and also she did say, Judge, that it does fall under the pre-claim phase, but it doesn't fall under the lawsuit phase. So that means whatever they're doing first and foremost is going to be paid under the pre-claim, but then they would have to review the coverage
Okay.
if it goes into a lawsuit,
All right.
okay?
All right.
And I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna get my other item, I didn't know if you were.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my next item is just advising the court that we've been trying to get open enrollment done, and everybody's, I shouldn't say everybody, but I would say maybe 3 people, and, they don't wanna come do it. I've been, TAC will not come, TCDRS will not come, a lot of the vendors are not coming, so, I have Jen Holmes, I gave her the option and told her that I could put it through payroll and just, kind of follow up with the departments. But, she said she would come as long as she would just see one employee at a time coming in, you know? And then, United Pharmacy said they would be here if we needed them for the flu shot and the other shots that they offer. What was that other one? I should know, I've had it before.
Shingles?
Thank you, the shingles, and I'm not sure what else, but
Pneumonia.
pneumonia, yes, thank you.
What,
So,
what date's it?
COVID.
I believe it's the 6th of November, Judge. And I'm really considering, and unless the court has a different opinion, to have them just on the 3rd floor in the courtroom. That way I could have those two entities separated up there, and then the employee will come in one at a time. Once they go to the other area, then another one can come into the other. It's gonna be a slow process, but that's the best we can do right now with COVID. Okay? That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you. All right, the next item we have is, let's see, on my agenda, I have EMS reports from Health Center in Petersburg. The first one is a September 2020 report from Health Center. They had 8 transfers, 23 EMS calls, 14 within the city, 9 out of the city, for a total of 31 calls, 1 no transport. So they had 30 billable runs. Let's see, their financial statement. Let's see here. For September, they had okay, they had a total income of $16,356.15. They had total expenses of $29,263.90 for a net of negative $12,907.75. And then let's see here. She said I had Petersburg EMS report. I don't see it in my packet.
It's in Mondays.
Let's see. Okay, never mind. This is the only one I had for today. Monday, I'll have Petersburg's EMS report, will be my other item. Okay? And then our next item was Jan Torres. We also have her here on Monday. They have made a decision on engineer to follow up with the halfway water project, and so I guess she'll be here Monday to advise the court who was selected and see if we agree with their selection. So, and then the last thing I have for today is the Crisis Center of the Plains, and she's here to tell us about domestic violence awareness.
Hello, I'm Brandy Heads, and I'm here representing Marcy Brown, which is our director over at the Crisis Center of the Plains. We had an idea this was Marcy's idea, to make life-size silhouettes of all of the women that have lost their lives to domestic violence and in the last 17 years in the counties that we serve. So we service 7 counties, including Hill County. And in the last 17 years, the reason it being 17 is that it's as far back as the Texas Council of Family Violence has given us that information. So in the last 17 years in the counties that we serve, we've lost 9 women. And so Lockney ISD, one of the, like the wood shop class is making those silhouettes for us. And then we're getting Cardinals out of Lubbock, to make plaques with the county, the name, and kind of a narrative of what happened to that woman. And so we wanted to display them with your permission, kind of in and around the courthouse so people could kind of see it. We thought it might show support from the county that you guys are, bringing domestic violence awareness to our community.
Okay, all right. Do you know when this would occur?
Yes, I forgot to write that down. I thought I had it down. It'll be the last one. Double check.
It just be for a certain time.
A week, if possible, yes, sir. I believe it was the 19th through the 23rd, with your permission. Of October, yes, sir.
Okay.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Okay, all right. Well, we will also discuss that on Monday and vote on it at that time.
Yes, sir.
So, but I appreciate you being here to bring that to us this
Yes,
morning.
sir, thank you.
All right. Any questions about the domestic violence awareness displays? Okay, all right. All right. Anybody else have anything on the agenda for today or any comments on the agenda for today? If not, let's review for Monday's agenda. Ida's already gone over her item. I'll have the Petersburg EMS report. We'll go into a closed session with Jim regarding some commercial or financial information that involves the county. If we take any action on what we talk about in closed session, that will be done, of course, in open session. So, Jan Torres will be here to discuss and approve the resolution for engineering services agreement for project information in their, like I said, the halfway water supply. Commissioner Precinct 1, probation for
Over at the probation office, Kenny got the ball rolling with Paul Graham out of Lubbock. Well, when they got all the carpet stuff took up, there came some issues that Paul Graham didn't want to deal with, so Kenny asked me if I would find somebody that I knew that could do the project. So I did, and so we had to separate, pay Paul Graham for the material, and now we're gonna have to pay this Rodriguez Construction and Remodeling for doing the actual labor. So, and the other thing I was gonna ask, they've been over there working all day and sometime at night, and I was gonna ask Monday if we could cut them a check for part of the labor on Monday, because they've had to basically rebuild that floor in that center section of that probation office. So me and Kenny were just wanting to make y'all aware of what's been going on over there.
Okay. Any questions?
You'll have it total, won't you?
Yeah, yes, I'll have to tell them.
All right. And then
Judge Chico has some.
Judge Hugo got put on the agenda on the one that I gave y'all when I came in. It's to consider a resolution designating the Ollie Liner Center as a auxiliary courthouse or court building for the purpose of holding in-person proceedings. He's got a hearing in November that he has to do in person, and
A jury.
a jury.
Yes.
With the jury notices at best are difficult, and when you add in the COVID pandemic, so he's going to have to call in a large jury pool, just hopefully to get enough to seat a jury, and they're looking for a location where they have lots of room to. Carla, is it going to be up like for the jury instructions and things like that?
No, we're just gonna get the panel, qualify the panel over there, and then go to the assembly room for the Fort Dyer.
Okay, all right. So, anyway, he had, excuse me, requested to be put on the agenda for Monday on that, so, he'll be here to discuss that. And then the last thing I show is that Ms. Diane Martinez will be back, and she's gonna discuss abandoned properties and other issues and so forth. Any questions about Monday's agenda? If not, then we'll stand adjourned, today at 9:46 a.m. Y'all have a good weekend. See you, Kenny.
Yes, sir. I'm glad I got to join you guys this morning.
You sure were quiet. Said you sure were quiet, you didn't say nothing.
Do y'all have any
Well,
corrections?
it's better to
Open
listen
enrollment is
sometimes.
November 4th.
It tastes better.
Because I thought the 6th was a